is the type of layer what I was talking about, like lens layer or whatever, and it's not cool. It's like a small drizzle. Rub it a little bit and we'll see how it's going to perform right in the center. What is going on, guys? And today we're going to be talking how to restore your hazy or dimmed LCD screen. Pretty much on any of the cars they have like non-touch screen LCD panel, or it could be the radio, it could be the small strip, the screen, it could be the speedometer or tachometer, the protective glass. You can restore your polish, the basically interior trim like the door panels and stuff like that. So this is going to be a pretty nice and a good topic. We're going to do it pretty fast, and it's process is really simple. But beside that, a lot of people are just doing that kind of messed ups. They not using the proper interior cleaner, or they using some type of wipes, the alcohol contamination, they using some other products, nothing like safe for interior, for plastic, for some other material. So everything in the car inside is protected from UV and it's protected from the water. That's kind of makes sense, because as far as water going on some of the materials, they're gonna get destroyed or some sort of, I mean, you get where I'm going. And as you can see, we have quite a bit of damage on a screen. It's not necessarily has to be the particular one. You can work with any type of like plastic or even paint or anything. We're gonna be using all those materials which is made for detailing, for color correction, for polishing, buffing, and so on and so on. In the future, we're gonna do the video strictly about the paint. The same procedure what you do with your headlights. Whenever they get dim, you polish them. That's what we're going to do with the screen. Because of somebody been using improper solution for cleaning LCD or any type of panels, like the similar panels, we have that type of results, and the results are horrible. So for that job, I prepare and going to be testing the 3 different solutions. The first one is going to be ultimate polishing, which is the polish, and it's strictly like the manufacturer say you can use it to get rid of some of the swirls, to get rid of that like little kind of matte look of your paint. If your paint metallic and got a shine, this is going to help you a lot. Same with the plastic. If you're going to be using Rabinet on the plastic, it's going to get back to the normal. We have something more hardcore, which is the 205 compound, which is like cutting like more of that the area we're gonna be working with, and this is gonna be like pretty powerful. So if we have little scratches, like little deeper scratches, I would say this is gonna be ideal. And the last, which is the ultra cut, which is the 105 MicroFiber compound, this thing is a beast. I mean, I'm not suggesting to use any of that for any of the appliances inside of the interior. But beside that, sometimes you have deeper marks or scratches. This is going to help. This is something like a sandpaper, like 3000 sandpaper. Let's call it 5000. So this is going to be cutting a lot of paint, especially whenever you use it with the grinder or you use with the polishing buffing machine. We're not going to be using in a particular setup. In some cases, I would use the foamy pad on a drill and do it like nice and easy, quickie, but not in that situation. I don't have a smaller pad disc. If you have a 1-inch disc, this is kind of method going to be pretty messy, and I don't really want it to have that much of a mess all over the place, especially whenever we work with interior. I don't really want it to cover whole my front panel and the seats, because sometimes you get in all this stuff like all over the place. You just press the trigger, speed up a little bit, and that's it. So we're going to be using the MicroFiber towel. Unfortunately, I didn't find the masking tape, and I don't want to go to. So I'm going to be using the electric tape, which is kind of stupid, and something like a tooth cleaning the leftovers of that compound or whatever we're going to be using with something sharp at the edge, and something not going to harm our plastic interior details. I have extra towel, brush, and last but not least, it's going to be interior cleaner from Griot's Garage. Sometimes you can pick them up from the Walmart. Mainly I'm buying them from the AutoZone. But with that being said, let's get started and we'll see what we can do about it. So as far as you see, the screen looks nasty. First, what I'm gonna try, ultimate polishing. I'm gonna put a little bit on a microfiber towel and try to rub it a little bit. It's like a small drizzle. Just put it to ends and try to rub it a little bit, and we'll see how it's going to perform right in the center whenever we have that mess up. So I'm gonna be doing the motions from the right to the left, and we'll see how it's gonna go. the center spot, we just get rid of that foggy depth of fill. So in my case, this is perfect. I like the smoothness. I feel right away the difference in between the before and after. So I'll keep going with the same pressure, with the same tension, and we'll cover the whole area. So the tip for you guys, start with the really light touches, then wipe it out, then check the results. If you need a little bit more pressure, just add extra pressure. As far as you feel the material start warming up, stop. Don't go farther because you can possibly damage the screen. But with that being said, let's keep going. Let's finish it up. You see, I already made a little bit of mess here. A couple spreads of just opening the bottle. So you gotta be pretty cautious about it. Also, that little dot gonna be more than enough for pretty much like half of the screen. As far as you can see, I just rub it two sides against, and the same with my finger. Go from the edges, and I'll keep going, keep working with the area, and we'll see how it gonna goes after all. Also with the edges, I would suggest you to simply put the masking tape, because it's going to leave that nasty shine on a plastic if you're gonna be rubbing it too much. But I think I'm gonna fix that as well. Gonna try to use a little bit of the material, and we'll see how it's gonna goes. So after all, as you can see, I add a little bit of tape. It's not really holding up well, but I think that's all do. Only have the bottom layer here, and that's what I'm gonna fix now. And after that, we're going to remove the tape. We have a little spot right at the left corner. And pretty much we're gonna be done. The tiny dot. Yeah, let me use a little bit of the interior cleaner. Got through all of those edges. That's what you get in a BMW. Basically, all this rubber paint, it started like peeling. I don't really want to mess with that stuff. Some of the leftovers of that kind of foggy thingy, and now we have like old school TV. Basically, that's what we got. As far as you can see, it's kind of the broken TV. So there are a little bit more left toward the like smears. This is going to be our towel. So if we're going to wipe it a little bit, it's going to be much better. But this only the camera can see those kind of smears right there. So basically, I'm not going to be going any farther with that. Even if we have those like old school TV edges, as far as you can see, they kind of rounded in there. We also have a little bit of damage here and there on the plastic panel, which is the rubber paint. If I'm gonna go farther, I definitely gonna scratch those edges, and they're gonna look like this one. So we have quite a bit more damage here. I don't want to mess with that stuff. So from now on, I'm gonna stop tearing the piece apart. My screen is not glancing. It's kind of shiny. I'm wondering if I'm gonna start.
Waves 1.
Now it's kind of, colors are really popping. So I would say the colors start shining up. Like, I mean, they were kind of dimmed anyway, the colors overall in those versions of the BMW before 2009, before restyling. The screen looks really clean overall. I would love to show you the before results, but unfortunately I don't have it. My hands are shaking. After all, I think that was really successful project. If you haven't tips or any type of suggestions how to make it better or how to make it like shine even more than we did here. Obviously we didn't do the perfect job, but we did at least type of start, and that's the food for your brain, so you can go ahead and discover the new ways to fix any part in your car. That's going to be kind of a great thing. So also leave me a comment below what kind of things you did or what did you fix with. Like I said, we already did the headlights with the same type of technique, but we've been using the sandpaper after all because we had pretty deep scratches and pretty nasty headlights. The video is going to be in the description below as well, or here in the cards. Also, I'm gonna fix the trim with that. I'm not gonna show it on camera, but I hope you guys like it anyway, and I'll probably see you in the next one.